Welcome to the vlog. Well, you've just seen a little footage from the shoot. Let me see if my mic is okay. So you've just seen a little footage from the shoot we had with Ardine and Eline. She wanted to do a shoot outside, some fantasy kind of style, but not too dressy. So she wanted to see how much she can take in regards of nudity between brackets, because we tried to do something elegant. This picture over there, not sure if you can see it, is an old one from me, and we are not reproducing it, but we are just using the image as an inspiration. So we went outside and we had the idea to do something in a tree. Now on the other side of the studio we have a big forest, and there is an alley which has trees with big branches, because safety first. So we took a ladder, we took all the gear, so the Alincrom ALB 500 we took with us, we took some cloths with us, some curtains to create a dress, because it's not really a dress, it's just a creation made by Eline. And then we first tried everything out with the ladder and to see if the tree and branch, everything was fine. Once that was okay, we decided to go like, okay, let's do it. You can see in the footage the setup we take with us. So we take the strobes with us, with the deep umbrella and the diffusion sock to feather a little bit of light. On top of that we had just a tripod for the camera, because in these kind of images I think it's important that when you shoot you put them on a tripod, you take images, and then in post-production you have the possibility to layer them on top of each other, so that in the end Photoshop doesn't have an issue to merge them together, since your point of view is always the same. So tripod. Then on top of that we took the Wacom Companion with us, which is a laptop combined with a drawing tablet, and in there I shoot immediately tethered with a USB cable with my Nikon D850 combined with the 1635 this time, so pretty wide. But the advantages of this are that you can use it in your advantage, so you can make dresses pretty long, you can have legs going pretty wide. So if you know where the lens distortion happens, you can use it in your advantage. Just keep in mind that when you're doing this, never ever place anything that's important near the edges of the framing, because when you place, for instance, the head on that side, it will get distorted, so bent a bit, so the head will be longer than what it's supposed to be. Keeping that in mind, we did some images from low, from high, left, right. You see me moving around all the time to find some interesting angles, because most of the photographers, they sit down, they stay in the same spot and they keep on shooting, and never try a different angle, because you can use light coming in a straight line in your view. So when I'm shooting this way, I have a strobe coming from this way, so that's flat light. The moment you start using the light and moving your position towards the light, the more you shoot towards the light, the more contrast you will create in the images, which gives a really nice vibe in the images. I will pop up an image just to show you the result of flat light versus contrasting light or moody images, my personal preference. So yeah, that's a little bit of an overview of the shoot. And then the smoke was added later in post-production, because I have a power source and I have a smoke machine, but taking them outside would be too complicated to take everything with us. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that little footage. Everything was shot again with a wide angle, playing around with it and seeing how much you can push the limits of the lens, camera and the model. So that was that little footage. And now let's jump into the next footage, because that's one from the shoot with Sharon we had in the studio with lots of oil. So enjoy, and then I'll see you guys and girls after that little segment for a little overview. Enjoy! just seen one of the segments we did with Sharon, and you've seen me messing around in the beginning with something black in front of a reflector. I've tried to create those nice sharp shadow lines on Sharon, but for some reason it doesn't work, probably because the light source is too big in comparison to the black thing I've put in front of it. So that's something I'm gonna play around with in the future, but it's just so that you have an idea that what possibilities it might be. It's like in Belgium we have silver foil, which you use when you have groceries or anything that needs to be packed in to keep fresh in the fridge. Well, there is a similar thing which is black, and it's available in Germany because finding it in Belgium seems to be a mess. But it's some sort of black silvery paper. It does get warm, but it doesn't melt. And because it's black, it's nice because you don't have any issues with the reflecting material which has silver paper. So yeah, that's that. And then the oil we used is like some sort of hairspray from ORS. Pretty difficult. So yeah, just try some different things in. Baby oil works really nice. Just keep in mind when you're done. Behind you, yeah, it's a mess to clean up because everything is oily. Then we played around with the V-flats, which are styrofoam plates painted black and white. And we just put them sideways on the ground to fill up some shadows and to create some darker parts in the images. So yeah, that's it. All was shot with the 7200, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while now. And yeah, that's it for this week's little vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. And then I'll see you guys and girls somewhere in the future. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.